Hey, welcome everybody to the Plug-in Duo. I'm Julio, Christine's behind the camera. This is gonna be a quick video showing unboxing the retail box for the S25 Ultra. Let's get to unboxing. This is gonna be the S25 Ultra in titanium gray 512 gig. Here we go. It's definitely pretty nice. It has kind of like a grayish color. I thought it would have had a more of a titanium color according to the website, but it still looks pretty good. Here you have your quick start guide, your SIM card, your USB-C cable, and that's pretty much it. Nowadays you don't get much. Of course, for those of you that like this sound, there we go. With a flat display, and the display itself has the anti-reflective coating. You have your 5G antenna on this side, your looks like dual noise canceling microphones, power button, your volume button, USB-C, speaker, micro SD card. You have your S Pen right here. Even though this year is not available with Bluetooth, and aside from that, you know, not much else. Just like other outlets have said, the camera rings, they definitely got an upgrade this year. Those camera rings are insane. But I mean, as far as the difference between the S24 and S25, now the sides are flat, but the corners are rounded themselves. So let's start this guy over here. First boot up. So here for comparison, we have the S24 Ultra to the S25 Ultra. So this one has a 6.8 inch AMOLED screen. This has a 6.9. So the difference really is, honestly, I really don't notice much difference. I mean, supposedly the edges are a little bit thinner on this S25 versus S24. But, you know, as far as size, what do you guys think? Because to me, they look pretty much exactly the same. I mean, maybe there's a tiny smidge that this one would be taller. And as far as the thickness, the S25 is a little bit, it's a little bit more narrow, but now it's not because the edges themselves of the screen are narrow, so they can afford a bigger screen with a smaller body. Perhaps the phones are pretty similar. S25, S24, you have your 5G antenna bands on the S24, none of the S25. As far as the cameras go, you have the same arrangement. Honestly, the only difference is that the ultra-wide camera, instead of going from 12 megapixels on the S24, goes to 50 megapixels on the S25 Ultra. You still have your 200 megapixel camera. They both have the anti-glare coating. You have your cutout for the camera here up top, and yeah, there's not much going on. So for these two, everything's pretty much the same. If you notice, the antenna bands are pretty much the same. You have your S Pen on both, your speaker, your USB-C. Only thing I see the difference on the bottom is you have your noise canceling microphones, but on the S24, the SIM eject tool hole is on the closer side to the microphone versus the S25 is on the opposite side. Honestly, to me, unless you want the newest and latest, I would say the S24 is still a pretty darn good phone. Now, if you're rocking the S23, you know, it's still pretty comparable. I would say if you have the S22 to now the S25, that's when you would notice the most difference, because you would go from the 108 megapixel to the 208 megapixel. Here on the top, the microphones are just a little bit closer on the S25. Like I said, you have your antenna bands. S25, for whatever reason, they move the 5G antenna to the opposite side versus S24 has it on the side where the buttons are at. But anyway, these are the phones, and these are the difference. Actually, both of these phones to me look exactly just as wide. If the S25 is thinner than the S24, it might be such a small degree that it's really not that noticeable. But again, only difference is the sides are squared, the corners are rounded, versus this one, the sides are squared off, but the corners are rounded off on here, and that's pretty much it. So what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna be upgrading from the S24 to the S25, or will you guys be staying? Anyway, this is gonna do it for this video. Again, this was gonna be a really quick unboxing just to show the retail version of the new S25 Ultra and compared to the S24 Ultra. Anyway, so what did you guys think? Do you think it was a reason to upgrade from the S24 to the S25? Leave me a comment. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next time. Bye now.